first down throw for Prescott. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. In motion right is Bryant. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Surveying the field. Going for the deep ball. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And now a look at the Washington defense.
Ryan Kerrigan is an example of bringing the best of you from college to the NFL and remaking your game. Terrific guy causing fumbles at Purdue. Has done the exact same thing in the NFL, then lost weight and became an absolute terror rushing the passer.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Here's Jackson. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. First offensive series forthcoming. Deshaun Jackson, wide receiver that certainly needs no introduction in this league.
He's truly one of those don't blink guys, because as soon as you do, he's past you and in the end zone and doesn't mind letting you know about it too.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Let's go.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. 1st down, Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Jason Witten, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right, and the back goes into motion. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and that brings up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Here we go. 190. 190.
Now Prescott on 4th down. They'll roll him out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Second down, Cousins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Justin Durant doesn't get mentioned very often in conversation, but at the end of every game, he's made a lot of tackles.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And able to find Garcon. Touchdown, Washington. Pierre Garcon, 76 yards. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and felt there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Partner, I know you call the play-by-play, but you know your ball. If I throw these numbers at you, all right, 6 yards shy of 2,000 of total yards from scrimmage for a rookie running back. What do you think?
Sounds like me in high school.
Sounds like you doing it, right?
It's really fascinating in what he was able to do. The thing for me, though, he did that as a rookie. Where do you go from here? I mean, can you keep going up from those numbers your sophomore campaign?
I think that you can. He's had examples of that preceding him in the NFL. Some guys who are in the Hall of Fame right now. Remember, he had 16 total touchdowns, because it's not just his ability to run it. He can catch it out of the backfield as well. No one plays harder than this guy does, down in and down out. I think he's just going to keep getting better.
2nd and just 1. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Slot man moves right. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Running with Elliott. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. 11 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go!
Prescott now from the 50. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. Keith Marshall, 51 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go! What? Flex round! Flex round!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. A glance back at 2016 for Dez Bryant. 50 receptions, under 800 yards, had 8 touchdowns. What do you make of the season that Dez had?
Well, remember, it started with Dez injured, so it took a little while for him to get started. I'm going to make a bold prediction for you. Would not shock me at all if he doubled his catch number next year and darn near doubled his receiving yardage total. Because if he's healthy all year long, they're going to want to take some pressure off of the run game themselves, and Dak Prescott in his second season should be that much more confident throwing it downfield.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. 17 yards on the pickup. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. First down, Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Now Prescott, he's got his man on the crossing route. 20, touchdown, Cowboys. Bryce Butler, 48 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
All right, partner, let's go to cliche time. We're all back to even after that score tied the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now Marshall. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 30.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. This is Marshall. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run with Marshall, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit, but his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps, and that play finished off really, really well. Well-conceived, well-designed, and even better executed.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now Cousins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he motions the wide receiver. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Let's go! Detroit!
And the wideout in motion. Again, it's Cousins. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab.
All right, here we go. Green 39, Philly, here we go.
So the chains are on their sides. It's 1st and goal from the 6. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line.
It's like a good novel, man. From undrafted free agent to leading rusher for his team, the Rob Kelly story in 2016.
You're right. Matt Jones had 460. He led it by a wide margin, did Kelly, 704. The question I have for you, what do you see from Fat Rob now going forward?
I think that he can be the lead runner for them because he does an excellent job in pass protection, a skill not many backs have.
From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. So an entertaining first half, and now we have hit the 2-minute warning. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. Goal for Cousins. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Keith Marshall. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Following the interception, Cousins. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
No. Check. Patriot. On now. Lucky 56. Lucky pass.
Cousins now on 2nd down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. For Jordan Reed, Charles, still waiting for him to play a full complement of games. You know, through 4 seasons, he hasn't completed a full NFL schedule, but he's right up there in the argument for best tight end in the league.
He certainly is, and I don't think he can get a bigger compliment than I'm hearing from my friends in the scouting community who have all told me that those teams that are in the market for tight ends, when they're scouting now, they're all trying to find guys who have Jordan Reed characteristics. And I'm talking about route running, run after the catch, the ability to create and make bigger plays.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll come out in the pistol. And here's Marshall. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Dustin Hopkins now for the Redskins field goal. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. It's a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the 1st half to expand that lead.
And that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
And now here come the Cowboys. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
In motion left comes Williams. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
Come on, let's go. Ohio.
Williams, a man in motion right. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And it's 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to try and go deep again. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. So 2nd and 10 here. Second down, Cousins. This one caught by Crowder. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing, Cousins. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Fourth down, Cousins. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Kelly tries the right side. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Another pistol look here. And now here's a carry heading left. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Kelly on 4th down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. A 23-yard run. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And it's up and good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Prescott now on second down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Being chased out left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
It wasn't 3rd and long. It was more like 3rd and attainable. And oftentimes, offense just want to run enough to pick up a first down. But I think they wanted a break tendency there. Catch the defense plan for the short pass and push it downfield. And they almost collected a big play.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Following the interception, Cousins. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Jamarcus Lawrence able to drop him for a loss of 4. Cousins now on second down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Forced out to his left. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
Following the interception, here's Prescott, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They come out here in the eye.
Here we go.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
2nd down, Cousins. This one caught by Crowder. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. Back now in Arlington. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. 3-19. Detroit. Here we go. 3-19.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Terrell McClain in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. That one goes for 24 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. Fighting through. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And this one's incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion.
Here we go.
Play action now. Cousins. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now Cousins. This will be caught just inside the 10. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play, don't help the team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal. They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Cowboys. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's...
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
All right, here we go.
3rd and long for Cousins. Right side caught by Jackson. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
You can go back to Stillwater, Oklahoma, and his days as an Oklahoma State Cowboy and see very similar plays. We always talk about running backs who don't give up on a run. He doesn't give up on a catch or a run after it, does he?
Now, Dez is one of the best in the business, and as you always say, so competitive, isn't he?
Without a doubt. He's going to fight you to the nth degree for the football or for yardage. When you have a quarterback who can move and get outside the pocket, yet still keep his eyes downfield and find open targets, you have a very dangerous player at that position.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Prescott now on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! Bryce Butler, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll slip his way. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. They run it here with Thompson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, a run with Thompson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Throwing here, Cousins out to his left. Now he's going to let it, and this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Jordan Reed, 29 yards, and the Redskins are going to add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards on the pick.
Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about.